Well, congratulations on the movie. You were absolutely brilliant in it. And I know I'm sure you can get in this question a lot, but the training it was involved, because I think these were the best boxing scenes I've seen since Raging Bull. I mean, I'm not even kidding about that. Talk about the training you went through, because it looked very accurate and very real.
Well, because of all the stops and starts that we experienced through making the movie, I ended up training in a total of 4.5 years. And I was going to do another boxing movie maybe 15 years ago with Robert De Niro, where he was going to play Angelo Dundee and I was going to play a boxer named Vinny Curto, who was a middleweight contender. And then I trained for another movie, so I'd always dreamed about playing a boxer, and I didn't want to look like an actor who could box. I wanted to look like a boxer who could win the title. And because of the movie Stop and Start and Falling Apart, that allowed me to go there.
Now, I always got picked on in school. I never got in a fight, though. I was never a big fighter. I would get hit. I wouldn't hit back. Do you remember your first fight? Did you have if you had a fight in middle school or elementary school or high school?
In elementary school, I remember the first big fight I had a fight with 2 kids at the same time.
2 kids?
Yeah, and we kind of walked behind the side of the building and we started fighting. I was fighting with one, the other one jumped in. And I did pretty good, but then I'm sitting there, and we're in the class lines, and they're like, "Yeah, you're bleeding," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And I looked at my shoulder, and I split my head open against the wall, and I had to go get stitches.
How old were you?
First grade.
Oh my gosh! So, and then, were you a fighter throughout school? Like, were you
being the youngest of 9? Yeah, you always had to fight to get what you wanted, and growing up where I grew up, you always had to fight to survive. If you didn't fight, you were definitely going to be victim.
Now, you mentioned the years it took to make this film. How was it a struggle to get it made? Because you went through a lot.
It was a huge struggle to get it made.
Why was the struggle?
You wouldn't think so based on the material. I mean, when I knew about Mickey and Dickie for a long time, and I thought it would make for a great movie, and then when I finally read the script and Paramount had the rights, I thought, this is amazing. This will attract the best talent in the business, and it did attract a lot of people, but not to the point where people were going to pull the trigger and make the movie. And so we just at one point everybody had come and gone, and I was left standing there by myself. I said, we're going to figure this out. We asked Paramount if we could independently finance the movie. I saw Christian, his daughter and my daughter went to the same school, and I thought, oh God, he's the right guy to play Dickie. And then all the pieces of the puzzle slowly started coming together.
Now, have you actually sat down and watched the film with Mickey yet?
I did.
What's his reaction?
He loved it. He loved it. I mean, the first time Dickie saw it, he was a little taken back because it's most of his downs as well as his comeback. But when he saw it with an audience, he realized what an inspiration he has become to so many people. So we showed it to them alone at Paramount, and then we went and showed it with an audience, just randomly recruited people in an audience in New Jersey, and the crowd went crazy, and he was thrilled with the results.
Well, it was brilliant. I got to say one thing. I'm a skinny fat guy. I always wanted to look ripped and get buff. What is the key to get the 6-pack abs and the big muscles? What is the key to it?
Just put the work in. It's actually 85% of it is diet.
Yeah.
But put the work in. I mean, I put on 30 pounds after we shot the movie to do the couple of scenes after my hand got broken to get the belly, and then I had 5 weeks to lose all that weight and get back in shape to do some pickups for the last fight. So you could do it. You just got to put the work in.
Cool. Congratulations.
Yeah. And you actually got a good frame. You're tall, lean. You just get in there and work it out, baby. Yeah.